breakfast of champions. We're just gonna have at it.
That was a success because there are no cuts in our deck. You got the beers? You got the fish? Let's go fishing. Why do I feel like it's gonna be a shoe or something?
Oh, it's so huge. Well, I can't.
Oh my god. Hold your breath. Adam has volunteered to cook the fish. I'm looking forward to it.
This is the worst cooking show ever.
Almost 2 years ago, we left it all behind for a chance at the sailing adventure of a lifetime.
It has not been smooth sailing since then, but together we are learning and laughing our way through.
Our hope is that if we laugh long enough, we can make our merry way around the world.
And this
is a Millennial Falcon.
Alright, so it's the next morning. We've been bench testing the new fridge overnight. It's still cycling a little bit, but it's quite empty, if I'm honest. It's such a huge fridge that the old fridge box and the new fridge box, like what was in there, we can barely half fill it. I am going to tackle the installation today. So I'm going to pull off the door, pull out the top panel, rip out the cold plates for the old engine driven fridge, rip out the cooling unit for the old isotherm 12-volt fridge. And
over the next few days, we dismantled, we took out old parts, we binned, we took a little break.
breakfast of champions.
Then we carried on.
And so what I'm left with is pretty much just a big foam box with stainless steel lining that I need to get out. Doesn't seem to be any elegant way to do it really, so I'm just gonna have at it.
We unscrewed, we ground, we smashed, we bled.
I have treated most of the hemorrhaging wounds on my hands now.
We used every tool in our toolkit.
Nails everywhere.
We hammered.
I think you can definitely attest to the Tayana's workmanship.
Oh yeah. Whoever put this cabinet in did not intend for it to come out again.
We engineered.
So the airflow is going to go under here through a vent, under the fridge, via the floating floor, and then it'll go up the backside and out the...
We got out some frustrations.
He gets to release all of his anger on the fridge. I best put on his angry music.
We measured. We cut. But not too much.
That was a success because there are no cuts in our deck or in our jerry cans.
We made a big mess.
Just come out and look at all the mess that Adam has made, / progress.
We measured some more.
Miles too big. Who measured this?
Yeah.
We sweated.
What we haven't seen is that today's actually been 33 degrees. So we've just been kind of sitting here roasting all day.
We wired.
I've sent him to the naughty corner. It's wired up correctly, we're getting full power.
And finally, we installed our new fridge. If you want to check out the separate video, the link is above now and also below in the description.
So after 3 days of hard work, we finally get a reward for all of our hard work, which comes in the form not just of our fridge, but ta-da! So now that we actually have a new fridge, we need to stock it. And we were swimming around the boat yesterday, just cleaning off some of the growth on the hull, and we saw some pretty good fish. But because we can't spearfish around here, the old spear gun has had to kind of sit on top of the cupboard for a while now, and it's just not really got much love. So we've, Adam actually has been chatting to this fisherman who was next to us in the yard when we hauled our boat out recently, And he goes around the bay fishing pretty much every day. We see him every single day, and he goes around and he catches some pretty good fish, like some pretty big fish. And Adam's pretty much been picking his brains non-stop about what the locals do, how they fish, what methods they use, pretty much any single thing that we can, or that he can use to kind of like figure out how to fish well. And because we need to restock our fridge, we're going to try a few more of those ideas today. So I think what we're going to try is some drop lining. Pretty much we're just going to try everything and anything to catch a fish, because there are fish underneath us, we know they're there, they're edible, and we just need them in our fridge at this stage. So yeah, that's our plan for today. You got the fish. Let's go fishing.
I got some rocks.
You got some rocks?
I've done my part.
Broken from the start, I am nothing more than roses at the side of a busy road. How I'm crawling for a worthy goal.
Alright, buddy,
so,
what have we what would you like to explain those two polystyrene balls floating there?
So we came out the other day and and we just have one polystyrene ball with one line that went down to a rock with multiple hooks on. And Adam came back and he's like, that's just such a complex system. I just don't want to fish like that anymore. So a week later we've come back with two, we've got a line in between them, and it's even more complex than it was before. So in true engineer style, Adam has overcomplicated it. No, I'm blaming him, but
Throwing me under the bus.
I'm the one who was like, okay, we're gonna go fishing today, we're gonna stock up our fridge. So what we've done is we've got a rock on the bottom of the floor. So first of all, we needed to find somewhere that was actually suitable depth. From the rock, we've then got a line that comes up to a ball. In between there, mainly around the bottom section, we've got hooks coming off there. We've got 4 hooks coming off. We've then got a line in between one mooring ball to go to another mooring ball, again with some hooks and lamp. From the mooring ball, we've done the same setup as the first one. We have a line going down to a rock at the bottom, and lines with fishing hooks and fish coming off that.
Roses at the side of a busy road. How I'm crawling for a worthy goal. I can see I'm not alone in my empathy. There are ghosts all around and they're telling me I should drop.
Why do I feel like it's going to be a shoe or something?
It's my first catch, fishing the way the locals fish.
Oh,
It's a big one.
what have you got?
Oh, it's so huge. Well, I
Oh my god.
can confirm that the line is plenty strong.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We got something.
Oh my god, that is a massive Tyre. What the hell? Oh no.
I've definitely got a strong enough line.
Wow. Wow. Oh my god. That's even better than a shoe. I thought you would come up with like a welly or something.
Here I was thinking, when I first put it, I was like, don't tell me that's a turtle.
Oh my god. I was thinking some like Goliath fish or something.
That was my first thought. I saw the gold.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a giant mahi or something.
Wow, lots more boats in this anchorage today. I'm so used to only having like 3 boats around us. So busy. I'm gonna go check the baits to see if we have any fish. And then I'm just gonna go on to the shops and pick up some more veggies. Both Ads and I have a hankering for some fish nugget kind of things today. So I really hope we've caught some fish. And if not, maybe one of the local guys would have caught a good catch. They're constantly catching tuna, I see, over in town. So I might be able to pick some up there. Three baits are gone, so there are fish there, they're just not biting. good. So Adam's obviously made friends with a fisherman here, and he's been kind of speaking to him about the local fishing, how to fish, what's going on and things like that. And he's been saying that the local fishing market here, since coronavirus, hasn't actually been doing so well. And since then, the price of fish, of grade 1 and I think grade 2 fish, which is like really fresh fish, like just straight off the boat, has gone down significantly. So when the local fishermen have been able to go back to work, they haven't been earning as much anyway. So it's not all bad. We want to go and support the local people. We've done this before as well in St Vincent and the Grenadines, and we're completely 100% for it. Doesn't matter if we can't catch our own fish, we'll go and support the locals. Hold your breath. So I arrived there, and they were chopping up the tuna there and then, the freshly caught tuna that they went out in the morning and got. And I got £2. I actually don't know how much that is. £2. No, that's 1 kilogram. Yeah, that's about 1 kilogram. For 10 EC, that's $5 Australian, or probably about 4 US. Crazy cheap. Freshly caught tuna. Can't wait to cook that one up. It'll just be my luck that after I've bought fish, I'll go past my fishing boys and I'll find that there's like a fish flopping around in there. I'll go past, but fingers crossed, and I'll just have so much fish. And with my new freezer, I'll be able to store it, but still gonna check it out anyway. Okay, no luck on the fishing front. Adam has volunteered to cook the fish. We're gonna have a nice barbecue with it. He's looked up a recipe and he's like, yep, this is my thing now. It's gonna be my recipe. So I'm looking forward to it.
More like I looked up a recipe and went, we don't have this, we don't have that. Well, we probably have that. Oh, maybe if I switch that out for that. Right, so what we are trying to make is...
Am I involved now?
You're my assistant.
Hey man, this is your...
You're my assistant. Like
Okay.
all good game shows. You're going to turn the letters around after I spin the wheel and pick it. Isn't that, what's that game? Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yep.
We're trying to do a grilled tuna steak with Asian sesame crust, but we don't have sesame seeds, so we've diced up almonds instead. And we also don't have sesame oil, so we're using canola oil. And we don't have lime. Oh, we don't have lemon juice, so we're using lime juice. And we don't have shallots, so we're just not going to use that at all. We do have ginger though, so it calls
Ginger
for that.
powder rather than the
Yeah.
actual ginger.
Yep.
So
Right.
what is your new recipe going to be called then?
Ooh, I think we should taste it. Let's
Okay.
taste it
All right.
first, and then. All right, so we run out of soy sauce. No, I'm kidding. We have more. We have more. Oh no, I've got to open. Let's go.
I'm tempted to see you do this one-handed, but
Should have prepared my backup soy sauce. Now it's raining. This is the worst cooking show ever. If we get downdraft and I get covered in soy sauce, I'm going to be so unhappy. Well, what am I going to do with that? This could take a while. Alright, so it's 2 tablespoons, so we're going to do 3 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, and we're using lime juice.
you know that we have tablespoons downstairs, right?
Yeah, but my assistant didn't bring me what I needed, and I can't work like this, so I'm just going to have to improvise. 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, we do not have that, so we're just going to use a splash of canola oil. 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger. Fortunately, there's no abundance of ginger around here. Sorry, there's no shortage of ginger around here. Hey, is that a teaspoon? That's a teaspoon. A little more. There we go. around a little. And we lid that up. You marinate in that for 20 minutes, it says. We'll let that stand and we'll get the barbecue ready while we're there. So after that, it's basically preheat the grill, place it in the seeds and sear it for 3 minutes.
And then it's glorious sun again.
There's an interesting thing going on here in Grand Mal at the moment. So we've been here for a little while now, just working on the boat, and we came here pretty much because we got hustled out of St. George, as you know, and there was just us and one other boat. And then one more showed up, and then one left, and then it went on for a week. And now the people that are in quarantine are sort of like rapidly starting to come out of quarantine and therefore have to vacate St. George, which typically is the main anchorage. And so what's happening is they see another boat half a mile down the way and then they come up here. And so you can see down here, what are there, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 boats and another 2, 4, 5 down here. So there's like, what's that, 13 boats that typically wouldn't be here. And it's really interesting because the locals, like this is mostly a fishing town and I guess a commercial gas line dock because there's always massive commercial gas ships just up here. But the locals along this coastline are so welcoming and so happy because they're not used to having so many boats. And the shorelines have just been a buzz with like kids and cruisers all intermingling. Like I'm pretty sure there's swimming lessons and dinghy rides going on shore now because the cruisers and the local kids are just hanging out. And that's like, I guess, the purest nature of cruising is that you do bring some cash and you sort of tumble in and tumble out again. And that's how it should be before it gets all very, commercial and expensive. And how can we commercialize this? How can we make as much money as possible from all these boaties coming through? It hasn't reached that stage because it's only been happening for a little while. So it's kind of awesome. And I really hope that other like small communities that we will visit, hopefully very soon, are a lot like this because it's charming. It's really charming. That was 16 minutes.
Go on.
Yeah, by the time they get out here.
Yeah, go on.
All right, that's 16 minutes. By the time we get to the barbecue, it'll be 20. It's fine. I'm hungry,
That's a big 4-minute walk right there.
All right, so we're gonna sprinkle the almonds on, and then we're gonna sear it, and then we're gonna flip it. So it's gonna be 3 minutes on each side, allegedly.
Do you know how nice it is to actually be barbecuing for lunchtime instead of nighttime with a head torch?
It is actually really nice. Yeah.
I've said this before.
Ready for the sizzle? Start counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, what do you think?
That was pretty good.
It's not quite how I wanted them to come up. I wanted them a bit pink.
They're thin steaks though.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, to be honest.
Yeah.
The soy just went straight through them.
Yeah. When was the last time we sat at this table?
Wow.
When was the last time we had fish? It feels so civilized.
So this is what lunch feels like.
I know, right?
You know, it's the first time we've had lunch in a week.
It's 3 o'clock. I don't really know if you can call it lunch.
Just give me this one, okay?